house?
No.
Anyone seen entering or leaving? Any strange lights or unusual noises?
It's abandoned, and it's always been abandoned.
Excuse me, but do you know anything about this house? Seen anyone enter or leave?
Have I just got into the city, thank you very much. Can you, No, I haven't.
Seems no one in this city has. Thank you for your time.
Damn vigilance. What a bunch of pests, always sniffing around, looking for, judging who's worthy and who's not, who's doing things that are acceptable and who isn't. What's this up here? Houses, I think, by the look of it. Vigilance and Stendar, as bad as priests, really they are. We're getting deeper into the city, so I presume I'm heading towards the Jarl's house at this rate. I thought I'd find more shops up here, but I've run out of them. Okay. Nice enough city, bit noisy. Where are the rest of the shops? What sort of city doesn't have enough how many more shops in it? Here's something. It's like a smithy.
Tacitus, what is this? A nail? Is that what you call it? In the Legion, we would have called it useless.
Wow, there's a face on
Look
your
how
mother could
brittle
love.
the metal.
Hey, don't mind me butting in, will you?
Blade,
Smith. Don't offer me any throwing knives, okay?
take a look.
What have you got? Here we go. 101 varieties of throwing knife. Iron ones. Orcish stuff. Well, okay. It's sort of a relief almost, you know. Not to have. More crossbows. I should look at a crossbow sometime. I'm not really in the mood for a crossbow. I mean, it's a bit heavy. You can sneak the.
Let me know if you need something forged.
Ah, think about it. Yeah, it's nice to have the option of the knives. You can tuck them away quite easily. Is that it then? A smith
When will I learn to forge weapons?
and
Isn't that my job?
a smith and a general store.
I say you have many.
Now, this has got potions of it, so I presume this is it. The hag's something. The hag's cure. What a delightful name. And here she is, look. Hey,
Why are you looking at me like that?
Dark Brotherhood has come, Yuri.
The Dark Brother... Oh, my goodness, you're really here. The Black Sacrament. It actually worked?
Why did you do it if you didn't think it was going to work? Tell me what you need.
What I need? What I need is for Elaine Dufont to die. I want him hunted down and murdered like the dog he is.
Look, I need a bit more information than that. Passion is all very good. You obviously want him dead, but you know, give me some more
I
information.
didn't know it when we were with each other, but Elaine is actually the leader of a band of cutthroats.
Oh, great!
Bandits. They're holed up in some old dwarven ruin, Raldbethar. It's near Windhelm. They use it as their base. It's where they stage their raids. I want you to go to that ruin, find Elaine Dufont, and kill him. I don't care about his friends. Do whatever you want with them. But Elaine has to die.
Wow, this is a bit more of a job than I was expecting. This is obviously why this is one that the boss gave to us rather than Nazir. He's near Windhelm. What was he doing around here? Did he travel down to see you? And you don't like him because he's a bandit? Or a leader of bandits? Okay. Great. I think some people get what they deserve, quite frankly. Yeah, sure, it'll be done, no problem.
Excellent. Once Elaine is dead, I'll pay you. In gold. I've saved up a bit. I hope that'll do.
I hope so.
But, well, there is one more thing. If you're interested.
Yeah, I'm listening.
If you can, I want you to kill someone else as well.
Oh!
You don't have to, not as part of our deal, but if you do, I'll pay you even more.
Yeah, sure.
It's Nilsine Shattershield in Windhelm. If Nilsine dies too, I'll make it worth your while.
Who's Nilsine? I have said I'm sort of interested, so I don't really care about the story, but my interest is piqued a little bit. Tell me, let me be your ear. Why do you want Alain dead?
I went to Windhelm to see the Shattershields. They were old and dear friends, and in mourning.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Recently. Murdered. I met Alain in the tavern while I was drinking my Sorcery.
Ah, that's why you were there.
He was handsome and charming. He said I was the beautiful lily of his dreams.
I bet he did.
Alain made all the pain just go away. But it was all lies. Alain used me. He ruined my name, destroyed my friendship with the Shattershields. Do you know why Alain was in Windhelm? He heard about Frigga's murder. He wanted to befriend the family in their grief and rob them blind. Alain used me to get close to my friends. And now they all think I'm some kind of monster.
As opposed to just an idiot.
Alain Dufont took my life, and now I'm taking his.
Oh, I see. Okay, so... Yeah, I can see why you want him dead. He's certainly a sneaky devil as well. Why do you want Nilsine dead?
Don't you see? I was like a daughter to Tova, a sister to Nilsine and Frigga. But the family refuses to believe my innocence, no matter what I say. Couldn't they understand that I was used? That I was grieving for Frigga too? No, they treated me like garbage, threw me away. With Nilsine dead, maybe then Tova will realize what she's lost.
Wow, retwisted.
Huh? Maybe then she'll see that I was just as much a daughter as the others. And if not, may she drown in her own tears.
Wow, really bitter and twisted. Goodness. I mean, families have fights and then they can forgive, you know. I mean, that's just the way it is. It must be more to it than they just decided they weren't going to believe you. There's always something more to it than that. There's always more history than that. And you're a pretty twisted that person inside, Muri. Anything else?
I planned to kill Alain myself, you know. Nilsine too, but lost my nerve. I even brewed a special poison, lotus extract. Maybe you could use it?
Interesting.
Just coat your weapon with it. Then you get the idea.
Ah, two lots. Okay, Muri.
Make them all pay for what they've done to me.
Yeah, sure. Let her head in first. What's this stuff then? Sounds like an effective potion. Negative poison. Wow. Can you make any more of this stuff, Muri? Maybe after I've done the job. Okay, so we've got 2 jobs to do. One a little easier than the other.
Stop moping about, girl. Tears won't change what you've done.
I was such a fool. How could I let him use me like that?
We all get used, dear. It's living with it that makes you a woman.
Oh, Bethella.
Egg's cure is here for all your discreet needs.
You're the sort of... The sound of that phrase there, they're the sort of lady I like. Wow. That's pretty tough. That's a hard-bitten woman. What do you think about the city, Bethella? I think I'm going to get more truth out of you than anybody else in the city. What do you think about the city?
We'd be better off without the Silverbloods. They send their brute, Ingvar, to shake some coins from me every few days. And Betrid Silverblood is always asking for more potions to fuel Thonar's ambitions. Gives him a temper fiercer than any bear.
Oh, dear. I like that. What have you got for sale, Bethella?
Take a look.
Wow, what a lady. I could do with some more poisons. I mean, I'm going to take... Apparently, Alain's in a nest of bandits. I mean, I don't know how many bandits. They didn't specify how many there actually were in the plural there. So I'm not looking forward to that too much. That's going to be interesting. I think I'll have to do that by as much stealth as possible. I would think. I'm not going to stand too long on Mesh Bunter Bandits. We'll try and knock them out one at a time, maybe, see how many are in there, but that's going to be careful work. So, that's interesting. What better than make them kill each other? I got some spare gold. That's a pretty powerful poison rod. If we run out of the Lotus one, it's pretty worth it. And we can try that out as well. Interesting. I didn't know it's anything as useful as this being sold by our little pet vampire back home. Maybe she was, I didn't notice. Really. I'll need that, we can sell that off. And that might be good for escaping. There we go. Thank you, Bethella.
Now, you let me know if you need a cure or anything else.
Really? I think I'll be back. I like you. I think I'll be popping in here again next time I'm in the city. And you woman, cheer up.
Isn't there some business you should be tending to?
Hey! I could use one of those poisons right now, you know. I think if I get paid or not, I'll go and raid your house instead. Well, it's a bit too late in the day to be heading off just yet. So while I've been trying to decide what to do next, I've been sitting here watching the world go by. And I think I've worked out why they call Markarth the City of Stone. It's not the more obvious reason. Well, because it's a damn hard place to live. Over here we have the Silver Mine. Prison by any other name. I don't think anyone going in there comes out anytime soon. We have over here these guys have been working their souls out all day long with the produce of the mine. I don't think they're dressed like that because it's a uniform. I think they're these one more step away from indentured slaves. And over here we have the place where the dregs of society live. And a very unhealthy lot they are too. There we go. We have the stocks down here to view. And there's actually a body lying in a bucket over there. So it's I wouldn't even call it a place of tough love. It's just a tough place. But okay, it's not our problem.
Need a new blade?
Not right now, thank you. I need to head back to Windhelm. And I can't see I'm too keen about that. I knew I had to go back there at some point. But I was hoping to turn up looking a bit more impressive than I am now. You know, I wanted to turn up with the sort of look and gear that would make people look at me twice to even recognise me. But I guess that's not the way of things. I'm going to have to go back there anyway because of the job. So, 2 jobs. One I'm more worried about than the other. Let's do the city one first. I need to work out where the hell this Dwemer ruin is anyway beforehand. I'll see if I can get some information from people I know there. But until then, let me see. There's not much else I can do here really, I don't think. I think I've done enough. I think I'll have a quick rest. Then head off with an early dawn light and grab myself a... I'm not going to run back again. Grab myself a space on a cart back to Windhelm. And here I am back in wonderful Windhelm. At least I know where I'm going to be going now anyway to get the current job done. I popped in to see Sadri as soon as I got here and his eyes fair popped out of his head. I don't think he entirely recognised me when I first came into the shop. And there you go. Let's just let these guards go past, whichever way they're heading. Yes, I don't think he recognised me at all, but there you go. I had to push him for some information, but he was happy enough to accept some money in exchange for that, so I now know where I'm going as far as the, well, roughly speaking, the The ruins are somewhere up in the mountains over that way from the city, and not too far off into the hills. He'd heard some adventurers talking about that fairly recently. And
Imperials think us all lawless beasts. I'm proof of their ignorance.
and sorry, distracted there. And I know where the Shatter Shields live anyway, so it's have to try and find Nilsi before we head out and do that. There's also a novel experience for me, by the way, the heading into this close to the palace. Normally, trying to come up here in my past life would have resulted in being manhandled most roughly out of the way, or if I was particularly unlucky, a kick at the backside. Our glorious leader doesn't like to have beggars hanging around his palace, so this is novel, heading over this way. Spending too much time around the district of the rich dirtbags around here would also earn me a swift removal by the guard. But there you go. But I know where the Shatter Shields live. And the bigger problem is trying to find out where Nilsi might be. I mean, as far as trying to find her in her house, well as her, there's at least two other people living in the house, her mother and father, and possibly servants as well. And beyond that, I've battled pretty much every door hand in this city at one time or another, and I know that the one on their house is a fairly difficult lock, so I'm not even sure if I'll be able to break in very easily. My lockpicking skills have not had much practice so far. And the other alternative is, there's blood on the streets. What fresh horror has been happening in this wonderful city while I've been away? I think this is the Shatter Shields over here, isn't it? Yes, it is. Okay. It must be open right now, but that's actually bad because it means people are home. Yeah, so if I don't sneak into the house in the middle of the night and get out that way, with other people in the house as well, of course, I'm going to try and get her on the streets, and I don't really see how that's a simple possibility either. But for now, it's a matter of finding her and shadowing her quietly, I think, to find out what her little daily routine is like. In some ways, I'm actually looking forward to this less than heading off into to find the ruins and the ruins in the mountains. I mean, that's a bit more straightforward, I guess, than trying to sneak around the city.